Gentlemen, let's have a real conversation. I know the title of this video is bold. It might even sound exaggerated or too good to be true. And honestly, that reaction is understandable. But I chose this title very deliberately because the science behind this simple daily shot is genuinely remarkable, and it deserves to be talked about honestly and clearly, without hype or fear. Most men have been told that declining performance is simply an unavoidable part of aging, something to accept quietly and move on from. That belief is not entirely accurate, and today I want to explain why. If you value clear, medically grounded guidance on men's health and aging, take a moment to subscribe to the channel now. I share practical, evidence-based strategies like this every week, designed to help you stay proactive and informed. Now, here's something interesting. You probably already have one of the main ingredients for today's discussion sitting in your kitchen right now. You cook with it, you drizzle it on salads, and you've heard for years that it's good for your heart. I'm talking about olive oil. But what most men don't realize is that when olive oil is used alone, a large portion of its potential benefits are never fully unlocked. When it's paired with one other simple, inexpensive ingredient that many of you also already own, something important happens inside the body. That combination creates a biological environment that supports flexible, youthful blood vessels, which are absolutely essential for strong and reliable erections. My name is Dr. Lina. I'm a urologist, and for many years I've worked closely with men who want to preserve their vitality, confidence, and sense of masculinity as they age. I've seen trends come and go. I've seen expensive supplements overpromise and underdeliver. I've also seen how small, consistent habits rooted in real physiology can make a meaningful difference. And yes, this is one of them. Before we go any further, type yes in the comments if you believe it's possible to support male vitality naturally as you get older. Even if you're skeptical, stay with me, because understanding the science will change how you look at this. To understand why this works, you first need to understand the real problem. Erectile changes are not about weakness, failure, or loss of masculinity. They are primarily a circulation issue. As men age, blood flow becomes less efficient, not because the body is broken, but because the systems that support vascular health gradually lose support. Think of your circulatory system like an enormous network of highways. When you're younger, those highways are wide, smooth, and flexible. Blood moves easily and efficiently. But as time passes, three important changes tend to occur. First, your body produces less nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a signaling molecule that tells blood vessels when to relax and widen. It is essential for proper blood flow, especially during arousal. Second, the walls of your blood vessels become stiffer and less elastic. Imagine a new garden hose compared to one that's been sitting in the sun for years. The older one doesn't expand the way it used to. Third, decades of dietary stress can allow plaque and calcium to build up along vessel walls, narrowing the space blood has to travel through. Here's something many doctors don't have time to fully explain during short appointments. The arteries that supply the penis are very small compared to those that supply the heart or brain. Because of that, erectile changes often appear earlier than other cardiovascular symptoms. In urology, we consider erectile decline an early warning sign, not just a quality of life issue. What surprised even me early in my career is how quickly circulation can begin to improve when the right support is introduced. Many men report subtle changes like warmer hands, better morning energy, or improved responsiveness within 7 to 14 days when vascular health is addressed properly. So, how do we support this process? Not with complicated prescriptions or extreme measures, but with a smart, targeted strategy. I call it the synergy shot. The word synergy matters here. It means the combined effect of two things is greater than either one alone. This isn't about taking more. It's about combining the right elements in the right way. The first ingredient is extra virgin olive oil, And yes, it must be extra virgin. This ensures it's cold-pressed and rich in polyphenols, which are powerful antioxidant compounds. Polyphenols help reduce inflammation and protect the delicate inner lining of your arteries. They also help prevent cholesterol from becoming oxidized, which is one of the first steps in plaque formation. In simple terms, olive oil helps keep the inside of your blood vessels smooth and protected. Now, if you've tried olive oil in the past and felt nothing, this is why. Olive oil alone is only half the story. The second ingredient is apple cider vinegar, specifically the raw, unfiltered kind with the mother. Its primary active component is acetic acid. Acetic acid plays a role in blood sugar regulation, and this matters more than most men realize. Repeated blood sugar spikes act like sandpaper on the lining of your arteries. Over time, this damage adds up. By stabilizing blood sugar, you reduce daily vascular stress. Here's where synergy comes in. When the acidic environment of apple cider vinegar is combined with olive oil, the polyphenols in the olive oil become more bioavailable. That means your body can absorb and use them more efficiently. You're addressing vascular health from two directions at once. One ingredient protects and nourishes the vessel walls. The other helps reduce ongoing damage. Together, they create a 1-2 punch that supports flexibility, circulation, and nitric oxide signaling. One of my patients, a 63-year-old retired firefighter, shared something that stuck with me. After about 2 weeks, he said, "Doctor, I didn't expect miracles, but my body just feels cleaner and more responsive." That's exactly what improved circulation feels like. It's not dramatic overnight change. It's gradual, noticeable improvement that builds with consistency. So let's talk about how to do this correctly. Every morning, ideally on an empty stomach for maximum absorption, you'll mix 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil with 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. The ratio is roughly 3-to-1. Pour it into a small glass, swirl it gently, and take it in one shot. Yes, the taste is strong. Think of it as natural medicine. Follow it with a sip of water. The entire process takes about 15 seconds. Gentlemen, I want you to hear this clearly. If you're struggling with performance, energy, or confidence, you are not alone, and this is not a final sentence. Aging does not mean surrendering your vitality. The idea that your only options are expensive medications or complicated interventions is simply not the full truth. What we've discussed today is about taking back a measure of control. It's about supporting the body with what it needs to function well in this phase of life. This daily shot is not magic. It's not a replacement for healthy habits, but it is a small, powerful act of self-care. Your body is still an incredible machine. Sometimes it just needs better fuel and a little internal cleaning to perform the way it's meant to. Tomorrow morning, I want you to try it. Type day 1 in the comments if you're committing. That small act of accountability matters more than you think, and it lets me know you're serious about your health. If this information helped you, if it gave you clarity or hope, please subscribe to the channel. I share new practical strategies for men's health every single week. And share this video with one friend who could benefit from hearing it. It might be the best thing you do for him all year. Until next time, this is Dr. Lina reminding you that small, consistent actions lead to powerful results. Stay strong.